Secretary Granholm, last September, President Biden said, quote, "The only existential threat humanity faces, even things more frightening than a nuclear war, is global warming." Do you agree?
I strongly believe that climate change is an existential threat to the planet.
Okay, so that's not exactly my question. President Biden said the only existential threat humanity faces, even things more frightening than a nuclear war, is global warming. Do you believe that nuclear war is an existential threat?
Of course.
Okay, so that's not what the president said. What is more frightening about global warming than nuclear war?
I'm not in a position to compare the two, but I can say that climate change is having a dastardly impact across the globe, particularly in areas that are subject to heat. We've had record heat years now, consecutively, year after year, which has
But, Ms. Secretary,
devastating
do you
impact.
agree? It sounds like you don't agree with the president that global warming is more frightening than nuclear war?
I am not in a position to characterize what the president was saying. I'm just saying that it is
Okay.
an existential threat.
So as the Secretary of Energy, your most important job is our nation's stockpile of nuclear weapons, which is the backbone of our entire national defense. Every military operations by the Department of Defense is underwritten by that strategic deterrent. But last year, you testified that ensuring we have enough lithium for electric vehicle batteries is more urgent than ensuring the nation's stockpile for that nuclear weapons are adequate. Do you still believe that our lithium supply, as important as that is, and I grant you, is more important than the nation's nuclear weapons stockpile?
I don't recall saying that.
Okay. Well, do you believe that?
I believe that the lithium supply is important, but the nation's nuclear stockpile is very important as well.
Is it the most important thing you do in your job?
I don't rank things in my job.
Not at all? So making sure that the annual picnic comes off well is as important as the nation's nuclear stockpile?
That I would rank lower, yes.
All right. Ms. Hruby, can you discuss what you're doing to recruit agents to the Office of Secure Transportation? Do you have enough agents to accomplish your current nuclear weapons transportation requirements?
Yeah, thank you for this question, Senator. This is a very important function that we have that a lot of people don't understand, that we do transport nuclear weapons that are still in the custody of the Department of Energy or when they're coming back to the custody of the Department of Energy. And these agents are amazing. They have a hard job, and they do it very well, and they do it, they've done it safely and securely for a long period of time. And of course, we have a great training facility at Fort Chaffee. We are always trying to recruit people. We have enough. We do our job, but we have to work hard to recruit and as importantly, train the agents as we get them. So it's a constant concern for us, but we're paying attention to it. Thank you.
These are highly specialized roles and equipment, right? You can't just throw a nuclear warhead in the back of your F-150 and drive it between military bases.
Not in the United States of America. We have very specialized trucks, vehicles, convoys that transport materials that these agents are responsible for. They go through rigorous testing, both physically and mentally, to be capable of doing these jobs. They're a hugely important part of our workforce.
Okay. I believe you have 370 positions authorized. You know how many you currently have filled?
I don't off the top of my head.
My understanding is it's only about 280. And with the upcoming modernization plans, I have concerns about the office's ability to fulfill its mission and the strain it's going to put on those agents. So I'd encourage you and the department to look at what you can do to recruit more folks into that office. I see that the clock has disappeared, so I guess I have an indefinite amount of time to ask as many questions as I want, but I'll yield back to the chairman.
Thank you very much, Senator Cotton.